So yesterday I talked about the 9 mistakes that I see Americans making that really destroy their experience when they move abroad. If you're curious about that video, I'll tag it at the end of this. But today I wanted to kind of do a part 2. For whatever reason you're deciding that an exit from the United States is important to you. If that's you and you hear this message,
you're gonna hate me for saying this, but do not do it. Do not try to leave the US right now because you're afraid. I urge you, if you have people that you love and a home that you own or land that you cultivate, if you have anything like that, fight for it. Stay to fight for it.
I think that that is a very dangerous statement for people to hear. Why? Because I think if you have a feeling that you are afraid and that you want to leave the United States and you have thought about it and maybe received some coaching to think through some of the common mistakes that Americans make, I don't think anyone should tell you that that decision makes you a bad American. You know, like, you should stay and fight. I don't think anybody should tell us that. I would never say to someone, you should go, because that's a real personal decision. I also would never tell someone you should stay, because that's the right thing to do. I remember the feeling I had after the first elections in 2016, and then a lot of the turmoil that the United States was going through with videos of people dying at the hands of police officers, and then COVID and the fight with mask up, vaccines, and all of that. And I felt like I was living in a washing machine of like rage and grief, and I was feeling just like sensory overload, trying to understand why people have a point of view that they have, people that I loved and that were in my circles, and it was exhausting, to be honest with you. And that wasn't the reason I left, but that was a reason that I felt like, why wait? There has to be a better way to live. And for me, getting out of the United States allowed me the space from the constant news cycle, from just the rage. It allowed me the space enough to get back in touch with myself, to like feel like my nervous system could be back in check, and where I could really connect to like, what's my why for living? And I feel like that may sound dramatic, but I think if you're at the point where you're really wanting to leave for your own good, for a better quality of life, for peace of mind, it does feel dramatic. Because what you're experiencing in the States is really hurting you, it's harming you, it's exhausting to process, it's a lot. So I wanted to come on because when people hear that message that you're not a good patriot because you don't stay and fight, listen, those people are not in your bedroom when you're waking up at 3 a.m. and you're dealing with panic attacks and you have stress-related like symptoms in your body and you can't get out of bed. Like, those people are not there helping you through that. So I'm gonna be another voice for you, and I'm gonna tell you, care for yourself. Go where you need to go. Design the life you need to design. We should be a good citizen of our home country, and there are things that I continue to do, even from afar, to help make changes in the United States that I feel are really important. But no one has to be a martyr. Now, I'm not trying to convince anybody to leave. What I'm trying to do is tell the people who already feel like that would be a better move for them, to not allow people to put guilt trips on you. Listen, you can be a good American citizen living abroad. I wanted to come on here and say that to you. Not that it matters, you don't need my voice, random lady on YouTube telling you, but sometimes it's helpful to hear a voice that supports you in your decision. And if that's what you need today, I want to be that for you. Especially if you're hearing a lot of like voices that are telling you contrary information to that. If you want to leave the United States, I think you should. If you want to stay, I think you should. I just think that you need to do whatever decision, you need to make whatever life decision for yourself that you feel is important, that you make that intentionally, and that you're well informed about whatever decision you make. Like, it's your life. Also, I'm Samantha. If you've listened this far, I just want to let you know, I help women in midlife add more life to their years. We don't just want more years to our life. We want to make sure that those years that we live are full of joy, aliveness, awakeness to who we are, and that we do things that we love and we do things that help us grow. And so if that's you, I'd love to invite you to like the channel, subscribe, watch some more videos, and find that supportive voice that you need to get back to loving your life again.